Hi, ladies. Welcome back to another video. I am Nina, and today we're going to be talking about our keys to seduction, and specifically when you're on your first date. What do you absolutely have to have going on your first date, and all of that good stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen the Keys to Seduction series in my stories as well as my highlights. If you're not on my Instagram, make sure that you get on it. I'll link it down in the description below. Okay, so let us speak about the keys to seduction. I'm going to go through them step by step. There's 3 main keys plus 1 bonus that I'm going to share. So make sure you stay until the end of this video so that you can get all the tea. So let's start with the first, and in my opinion, the most important key to seduction. All right, so the very first key that you need to make sure you are on your A game when you're going on a date, specifically, especially a first date, is your eyes. Okay, your eyes are said to be the windows to your soul, and every seduction coach knows that the eyes will either make or break a seduction. All right, so you can be attractive, have a great, appearance or an appeal, but if you're not enhancing this area specifically first, it makes it very difficult for people to even want to connect with you. So, how do you enhance your eyes? So, first of all, make sure that you have some sort of color going on. Okay, men are very visual, and they actually cannot distinguish between makeup and makeup free. If you don't believe me, ask some men in your circle and see what statistics you come up with, because it's a real thing. They cannot see makeup. All they see is beauty or plainness. So when you don't emphasize and enhance your eyes, you're actually missing out on a very easy golden opportunity to get this man enchanted under your spell. Okay, so since they cannot tell the difference between, are you wearing makeup or do you just have plain eyes or plain features, you really want to kind of play in this arena of having makeup on so that they automatically think you have enchanting eyes. That's all they think when they look at you and, you're looking like a doll. They just think, oh, wow, okay, they may know there's makeup there, but they don't think your eyes are popping because of the makeup. They just think, okay, you've put a little bit of makeup, but you're like, wow, your eyes are so hypnotic. So make sure, ladies, that you play around with some makeup. I know some of us are new to makeup, and that is nothing to be ashamed of. I started really getting into makeup about 2-3 years ago. So I know what it's like to not really take that much time to learn a new skill, because it is a brand new skill. But the the benefits of, you know, going that extra mile, taking that extra step, far outweigh the work that you put in. And in fact, you get to enjoy it because it's just something that, sparks some creativity. Even when you look at yourself, you're like, oh, girl, which is really, really nice. So play around with, eye palettes, eyeshadow. They're not that expensive. You can get like entry level ones for 100 Rand, 150 Rand, and just experiment with those and then start upgrading once you know what's going on. Plus, there's the internet. There's like so many tutorials. If you ladies would like to see me do a tutorial for you, I'm happy to do that. Just comment down below and let's make it happen. Another thing that I will definitely plug you on, ladies, is lashes. Okay, lashes will really change the game for you if you're not used to them. Once again, it's just one of those things that are really worth doing, because it takes you from, just another woman to really being like a dream girl. So there's some lashes over here for you. There's different, shameless plug, I am selling these. I'll link my website down below so you can have the more natural look, which I think if you're starting out, you probably want to start with something like this so that you don't feel overwhelmed. And then we also have something a little bit more dramatic. But once again, men don't really pick certain things up automatically like we do. So they're not really going to, unless you have those really thick furry ones, they're not really going to think that you have lashes on. They're just going to think you have really nice eyes. So I would definitely recommend, especially if you are starting out, and just in general, I would recommend that you really go with lashes that have a little bit of like a natural look to them, because you want the emphasis, or you want the highlight to be on your eyes, not on these lashes. Okay, so that is what I would recommend to enhance your eyes. And what you do when you're talking to your date is you flirt with your eyes. If you have your lashes on, it makes it very easy to bat your eyelids, look away, look shy, look at them, and all of that kind of stuff. Practice those looks in the mirror, because you want to be able to use those gestures throughout your date. Sometimes you don't want to answer a certain question, so you just put the attention elsewhere, right? So know what to do and all of that good stuff. So that's key number one, the eyes, right? Key number two, your hands. Hands for a woman are definitely a very strong seduction point. And the reason why is, men usually do a lot of heavy lifting with their hands. So usually their hands are like really tough and all of that kind of stuff, even if they do take care of themselves. But they tend to be tougher than a woman's hand. So if he, is helping you up the stairs, or he's holding your hand or whatever, and your hands are first of all soft, okay, it's like a stark contrast from him. So he's automatically, it's just gonna burn into his memory. I don't know how many compliments I've had on how soft and delicate my hands are. And even when I speak, I make sure that I use my hands slowly and a little bit seductively when I'm speaking to a man, especially on a date, so that whatever it is that I'm saying is further enhanced or animated by my hands. And remember, ladies, that men don't speak like this. So when you do it, it just adds a little bit more, you don't have to overdo it, but it just adds some feminine flavor into it that is not part of his personality and probably not part of his daily life. So it's a distraction, it's fun, it's simple to do, but it really has a very big effect on the man as well. Make sure that you moisturize your hands, okay? Don't walk around with dry, ashy hands. And remember, ladies, we are now sanitizing and washing our hands every 30 minutes, and that will dry your hands out very quickly. So please always make sure you have some sort of lotion in your bag. It's winter where I am right now, and I prefer something nice and thick and creamy, so I literally have this in my work bag. I wouldn't put it in a date bag. But while we're on that topic, you don't do anything in front of your date. If you need to moisturize your hands or put your lipstick on or fix your face, powder yourself or whatever, You make sure you excuse yourself, you go to the bathroom, you touch yourself up, you moisturize, and you sit in front of your date. So whatever your lotion looks like in your bag actually doesn't matter. Just make sure that it is something that's going to moisturize your hands, and it's either going to have a delicate scent that doesn't clash with anything else that you may be wearing, or it is the actual scent of the evening or whatever. Okay, but your hands must be moisturized. This is not just for a date, this is just in general. When people look at your hands, they can tell a lot about you. They can tell your age, your lifestyle, and all of that kind of stuff. How much you take care of yourself, how much time you take for yourself, how much you prioritize yourself and your well-being, or your image and presentation and stuff like that. Your hands really speak volumes, and men subconsciously pick up a lady's hands very quickly, and they'll decide even what social class you belong to in their mind according to your hands. So make sure your hands are really saying that you are a delicate woman that takes care of herself and all of that good stuff, right? That's very attractive. Also, ladies, make sure your nails are always done. So whether you have your natural short manicured nails, that's fine. Make sure those are clean. Even if you have tips and long nails, make sure they are clean. Hygiene is super important. You cannot be a feminine woman and not have your hygiene together. That doesn't go. You have to really love yourself on that level. So, and make sure if you actually do have your nails done, make sure they're all there. Do not rock up on a date with a missing nail. Do not rock up on a date with 9 long nails and 1 short one because it broke. Okay. And if the nail salon is too far, or the appointment is too far away, and you have a date this very evening, then make sure that you get yourself some press-on nails. Those are also in my website below, and this is what I'm wearing, literally. Press-ons, we have different colors. I'm out of stock of most of the colors, to be honest. It's just red that's left, and white and black. These are a little bit shorter. They're like more natural looking. So you also don't want to go too long, but go with what is comfortable, and colors like red, pink, nude, which I have a lot coming in. So make sure you place your order on my website if you are interested. Those kind of colors are very feminine, very soft, very attractive, and they really enhance your hands. So make sure you play around there and don't really go into those neons and all of that. Leave that for the others. We're just gonna play with these neutral, feminine, attractive kind of colors. So if you have a broken nail and your appointment is a week away or whatever, make sure that you have some emergency something that's going to be able to bail you out. These nails actually come with the lashes when you order them, so you'll basically get yourself a set like this, and all the details and the pricing are on my website, so make sure you check that out. And don't go on a date, and don't not go on a date because your nail appointment is a week away or whatever. Go on your date and make sure that you have whatever you need to to get by, okay? But don't rock up there looking unpresentable. All right. So, eyes, nails, or hands rather. And next, we're going to talk about perfume. Ladies, seduction cannot happen without certain senses being stimulated. And the sense of smell is so important, and not just for seduction, to smell good and make this man, fall in love with you, but also just all the way down to our primal instincts. A scent would tell you if someone was ill or, dirty or whatever. Your sense of smell really is linked to survival and well being as much as attraction. So when you are not hygienic, we can pick it up. Your date will pick it up, and not only is it going to turn him off right there and then, but it's also going to tell him to stay away from you, because whatever is ailing you may end up ailing him. So to protect him and his well-being, his body and his brain will just make sure that he absolutely is repulsed by whatever's going on with you. So ladies, please make sure, if you need to get things done or checked out or whatever, do that first. Prioritize that first. You do not want to rock up on a date and embarrass yourself and embarrass your date because of hygiene. And usually it's just very simple, basic routines. But like I said, if there's extra stuff, please go and get it checked out. That is a little bit off the trail. Back to smelling good. Make sure, ladies, that you are wearing a nice perfume. You smell good. And with your perfume, a tip that I will share is, whatever you wear, make sure that you shower with the same shower gel and use the lotion. If you're not able to, or maybe they don't have it, then make sure that you are using scent-free body wash, scent-free lotion under your perfume. And what this does is it makes sure that the only scent that's on your body is the perfume scent. Sometimes you'll use one thing in your, body wash, and then you'll have another scent altogether in your lotion, and then you're going to put a perfume and wonder why it's not coming out the way it's supposed to. So make sure you keep the bottom layers very clean, or they need to be the exact same. That's going to enhance the scent and make it last longer. Another tip is, wherever you spray your perfume, make sure you dab just a little bit of Vaseline on that spot, on that area, before you spray. And what that does is it helps the perfume stay on your skin longer, much longer than if you just sprayed it directly. If you're not going to get, perfume is perfume, right? You can get something really low end and cheap, or something really expensive. For me personally, perfume is always a gift. So I have my little gap bridging guys, and then I have the glam squad. And I also only wear this when I'm going out, and this would be like a regular day, like going to work or whatever. So whichever way you want to keep it moving, but make sure you smell good. And put it like close to your hair, put it somewhere, and make sure, like on your neck, and make sure that you whisper something in his ear at some point, something cute. It doesn't have to be anything like really raunchy. Please don't do raunchy. But whisper something cute and playful in his ear, and he gets to smell your perfume while you're doing that. And that just awakens so many senses at the same time. And that's exactly what you want to do on a date, ladies. You want to stimulate a man's senses. You don't want to keep him in his stereotype kind of work mind where everything is logical and whatever. You want to take him out of there and put him in this place where he's listening to the sound of your voice, he's smelling your perfume, he's hearing your giggle, he's looking at you, bat your eyelashes at him. There's just so many things going on, so many like details that are distracting to him that he doesn't see in his daily life. When he's bored at work the next day, guess what's going to pop up? The way that you spoke, the way that you looked at him, the way you whispered in his ear and flung your hair, and he just caught a whiff of your perfume. All of those little things, that's what you bring to a date. Okay, it's not an interview, it's not a excavation mission to see how much dirt you can dig up. You're there to have fun. He's there to make sure you have a good time. So, have all of these things going on as well, because a lot of women don't. So, you're more likely to get that man under your spell. All right, so we've come to the end of our 3 keys to seduction. As promised, I do have an extra bonus, and that extra bonus is wear some color, ladies. Wear some color on your dates. Do not go on a date looking like the corporate colleague this guy just left in the office, okay? Make sure you have some sort of color going on. Now, I know you may have your own career, you may be in corporate yourself, so maybe, this, especially if you're coming out of work, going onto your date, maybe you actually don't have, leeway in terms of wearing feminine colors at work. And I understand that. But there's ways to get around that. You could put on a coat, you could put on a scarf, you could put on a shoe, but do something that's going to add some sort of color on you on your date. This can also be lipstick, and I would stress the color red. Red, we know this already. Lady in Red, right? In the movies, she's always the femme fatale. She distracts him, or she leads him down the wrong path, or she ensnares him and seduces him to a point where he forgets his mission, or whatever the story is. But Lady in Red, and there's a specific reason, red is associated with so many things, but at the very base of it, it's associated with life, fire, survival. It's red is just that color that stimulates your life force. Red will drive. It's a very driven kind of color. I don't know if this is making any sense, but it's just one of those colors that really makes you take notice. That's why most emergency signs are red, because you will have to take notice of red. Like, you don't have a choice. It's built into your system, okay? So men, and remember, men are already predispositioned to look out for danger, to look out for, whatever might disturb the peace or whatever. So red is going to catch him even quicker, because it's one of those, what's that, right? So if you are wearing red, and trust me, when you wear red, ladies, you really stand out, because most women wear black, because everybody's trying to look, black is like the safe color. That's what I call it, okay? So, but when you wear red, or even if red is a little bit too overwhelming, but you have like red nails, red lipstick, maybe you have a little red bag on you, or whatever, that immediately will catch someone's attention more than the black and the gray that he sees every day, that he wears every day. Remember, men also don't wear red as much, especially not at work. So once again, this is an opportunity for you to pull him out of that logical mind set and pull him into something that is stimulating, that is maybe a little bit dangerous, that's really eye-catching. Make sure you always have something red or pink on you. Pink is also very delicate, very feminine, very attractive to men. And if you find the right shade of pink for you, it can really enhance a lot of your features as well. So that's where I'm going to leave the video. Let's do a quick recap. Eyes, hands, perfume, and the color red, okay? Make sure that you take time to find the right shade of red for you when it comes to like lipstick and stuff like that, because it's really a game changer. And you know, if you buy like a good quality one, it can really last you. And if it's the right color for you, a red lip would actually be enough. You could be in all black, have a red lip, and still be able to capture this man's attention with very little effort. So, ladies, I hope these tips help. If they do, let me know down in the comments below. And if you want us to dive deeper into any one of these topics, also let me know, or whatever else you have in mind that you would like me to make a video on. And I will see you, wonderful ladies, in the next one. Stay feminine.